Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On second down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
13 yards.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Take it down shy the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Complete.
17 yards that time at a Washington first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. It's third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run the option here on first and 10. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the whip. Go to 53.
Running with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michel, looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Washington.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker.
It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Washington 10. Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now second.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Prescott yet again. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 5-yard line.
This is Elliott, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel out of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Gano for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes this Washington 16. Cowboys 14. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
For first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And they're on the 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cowboys 17.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
On the carry.
Sony Michel, 79 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Prescott from the gun on third. This will be caught inside the 10. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
It's a gain of 35.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Jalen Smith. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And it's Michel once again. Able to power through. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
10 yards. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Sony Michel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes this Washington 38. Cowboys 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
32-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Is tied at 38 all. Graham Gano.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, here's Hall. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. A give to the fullback on the dive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Michel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll halt things here for an injury. And that looks to be Sony Michel who's down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
For the extra
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Boys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done. And
down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. It's a foot race. The 20. 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
At the 40-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In your face.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win.